Why does it seem like everything that is good for you is bad for your kidneys? There are a lot of concerns about creatine, protein, and strength training of all things that may be bad for your kidneys. I'll explain in line why each of those are actually not, and in fact are good for your kidneys. Creatine is not bad for your kidneys. You measure your blood creatinine level and then use that to calculate a filtration rate of your creatinine clearance, meaning how well are your kidneys filtering your blood and clearing out that creatinine. If your creatinine is building up, then that would suggest that your kidneys aren't filtering as well. You just think about that kind of equilibrium there. Yes, if you aren't excreting as much, it's going to build up. Though there's a little more truth to this one, theoretically at least, mechanistically, that protein could potentially stress out your kidneys a little bit. One of the reasons why is that when you're eating a lot of protein, you need to manage all the breakdown products of that, nitrogen, etc. And in doing so, that makes your kidneys filter more. So a lot of the research that was talking about the connection between higher protein intake and worse kidney function were using that hyperfiltration as a way of saying that their kidney function is going to get worse. All the kidneys might not necessarily burn out from something like that. There have been many reviews of all the different studies, and it's become pretty clear that likely beneficial for most types of protein, likely a wash for some more concerning ones. That's why high protein, not bad for kidneys, almost certainly in all cases, but at least not in the vast majority of high protein opportunities here. How can that be bad for your kidneys? Well, couple ways. Basic strength training without doing any sort of cardio, but also not doing any sort of illicit anabolics, nothing like that, by itself actually can raise your systolic blood pressure. So high blood pressure is one of the main killers of the parts of our kidneys that do all the work, the nephrons. You control your blood pressure. Cross-training is also a good idea. You watch your diet, all that stuff. To recap, kidneys, super important. When those go bad, everything else goes bad. So you want to protect them as much as you can, but it also involves knowing what's not actually damaging them, because if you're avoiding creatine, high protein diets, and controlling your blood pressure, no one's really going to deliberately avoid controlling blood pressure, but you get the point. You do that stuff, you're going to miss out on a lot of the benefits that will actually prevent kidney damage, because you're not going to be getting as much out of your exercise and building muscle mass and avoiding frailty and all those sorts of things. So eat your protein, take your creatine,